Hello YouTubers, J Vapes here. Gonna show you something that I got recently and I'm pretty excited about. The Taifun repairable atomizer. I'm gonna do a kind of quick review on this thing because I think there's been a lot of other YouTubers out there that have already reviewed it. Let me just take a quick hit here. Okay, let's see. Nice little box. Which comes with the Taifun in there. Let's see. I did notice that I've never used one of these before, and I feel that it's pretty much like a beginner in the middle of a RBA or RDA and a tank, because it is a tank. It's a tank system that you actually build a coil in and put cotton in or whatever you want. One cool thing about it is this nice little drip tip here. It actually says Taifun right on the drip tip right there, if you could see that. And it has the cooling rings there, the little notches to make it cool. I like it. It has a little O-ring there on the end, so it fits right in. What I'm going to do is just take it apart, show you guys all the parts, and then I'm going to do a build on her. So I'm going to take you down low to show you an up-close look at it. Let's see, there's 6 parts here. Well, I guess I'll show you the other stuff that it came with. It came with some steel mesh and some silica wick there, right inside there. I'm not going to use that. I don't really like that. And it also came with this neat little screwdriver. I have a bunch of those too, so I'm also going to be building today with some 28 gauge A1 Canthal wire, and you can see the other tools here that we're going to be using. Then I'm going to be putting some tobacco 10 milligram from Joytech in it. Brand new bottle, just opened her up. Okay, let's see. Drip tip, top cap, nice little middle cap. One thing I don't like is it's plastic. It's not glass or Pyrex. Not a huge fan of that. The top part seems to be metal though, or aluminum, something. There's a little top ring. I like this part. Little Taifun GT. It's where the wicks go in the sides there. At the end of the video I will rate this too after we get a hit off of it. And then there is the base, the building deck. I feel like I haven't made a video in a long time. I promise you guys, I got a lot of videos coming. Okay, I got my drill bit here. Gonna wrap a coil on that. I'm gonna go with let's see, probably 6 wraps, I believe. So there's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm going to go with 8, 7, 8. I'm going to try to squeeze it together here. First I'm going to cut the rest of this because it's tough to work with. Get that out of the way. Okay, so let's see, we got Nice little coil started there. Just gotta tighten her up. There we go. There we go. Just kind of squeeze it there. Ouch. Make it as tight as possible. That should be about good. Looks like a good one. This is going to be my first, I think I said this, my first ever attempt at this. So let's see how she does. Move all this stuff out of the way. There's the deck. I believe you want the coil. Oh, I'm sorry. You want one wrap facing one way, one wrap facing the other way, because that's kind of how the thing is here. And then what I'm going to do is just kind of wrap it around. Wrap it around one. And we'll try to tighten it. Tighten the screw down. There we go. Looks like we got one in there. And then let's try to wrap it around the second one. There we go. Just tighten the second one up. Okay, you can always fix your coil. Now I know, kind of like that. You don't want the coil touching the base, the metal there. And you don't want it touching either of the posts. So I actually did pretty good. We just see, we'll take it out there and you can see that the coil's not touching either the base nor anything else. Okay, I'm going to stick this drill bit back in for now, just to hold the, and I've seen people move it up a little bit. I'm going to make sure these screws are tight. You don't want to tighten them too much, but you don't want to leave them loose either. Then you want to cut your slack off. The little wire cutters here, so there's no pieces. Okay, looking pretty good. Now let's see, just squeeze them up a little bit. You don't want to be too tight with it. Okay, it looks pretty good actually. Just get it out of there. And let's see how she fires. Oh, one thing I didn't say, has an adjustable pin there, which is great. I think what I'll do is take my Hades mod off my 26650 here, and of course the whole thing came off. And we'll just use that. See how it looks on this. Okay, let's see. And you want it glowing from the inside out, which is doing really good already. That's good. You just want to tighten it together, just like any coil. Squeeze it a little more. So not too bad. That's amazing. You guys can give me applause if you want now, because it's actually not too hard. I heard it was kind of hard, but not too bad. Let's try to reshape this. Just so we can try to get the wick through. Yeah, looks like it is good. Okay, let's wick her. Okay, I'm just using cotton, organic cotton. You just twist it. You guys know how to do that. And just punch her through. And then twist and twist. Whoop, I'm better this way. There you go. You just want it flowy. Nice and flowy. Okay, so then you use your scissors and cut the edge. And you might have to cut a little more off in a minute, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Put the other piece together. Which is this piece. You just want to be very careful not to knock out not to mess with the coil. And from what I think, you just put the cotton wicks right on the side here. Right in the sides, the little channels there. So that looks not too bad. And then you actually cut, because you don't want too much. You just want it right over. Okay. Then you screw this piece on. Whoop. And I just move the, gotta be careful not to move the little holes there. You gotta have those holes right with the cotton. See how the cotton's right there? And you want that cotton to be able to breathe out of there. And see how you can see that coil there? Okay, so now fill the tank up. You just flip it upside down, open up your juice here. Once again, I'm using Joytech 10 milligram tobacco, and you just fill it. And I think you can only go up to, if you can see that, I'm not going to pour it on my computer, but up to that middle piece, you guys can see it. And let's see. Then I want to also, just so you guys know, drip some in there, just so it doesn't. And then you kind of flip it upside down. Be very careful. And you just screw it on. You want to make sure you do not twist the inner part, just the top part. There we go. And you flip it right back around, and there's all the juice. There's all the juice. It came all down. And there we go. And then the drip tip. Forgot about that. That looks pretty sweet on that Hades mod, doesn't it? Okay, let's take it back up and we'll let it wick up and we'll take it. Okay, we got the K-Fun all filled up. Or I'm sorry, the Taifun. Not the K-Fun, the Taifun. So we'll take a hit here. Very, very, very good flavor. I enjoy it a lot. One thing I did notice, I had a little trouble last week trying to get the wicking, as you can see. Let's see. See that wick in there? Right about there. You have to make sure that you get that wick on either side of those little holes. You have to make sure that it's covering those holes on each side, because if it's not, you're going to get leakage right out of this hole right here. You're going to get lots of juice out of there. I wasted a whole bottle a week ago because it just kept leaking. So I did some research on it and found out that I had to cover those holes with a wick. So just so you guys know. I mean, other than that though, it hits amazing. Tastes great too. The only real con about this is the size for me. I mean, it's a huge, huge, huge tank. You know, I mean, I love it. I like the way it looks. Hits really great, and every time you don't get a dry hit ever. Anyways, since this video's been a lot longer than I expected, I'm going to end it with this. Keep on vaping, everybody.